What's up, Dragon Brood? Today, we're gonna have some fun. If y'all remember from last season, we played a really fun Ultimatum deck. The one that was actually like the lesser played Ultimatum at the time, though now it's become like the third most played one, I guess. Well, anyway, the Emergent Ultimatum deck. Well, we decided to revive that today. We're gonna try playing some different stuff in it because there's some cool new cards that might fit. And we're gonna see how we do. It's actually a lot of fun. I enjoyed it last time. It was surprising. We're gonna find out if it continues to be surprising. But for just one quick second, I need your help. I need you to click that like button down there. I need you to click the subscribe button to help me out. And then click the notification bell so you get notified every time we have a new video up. After you've done that, let's go take a look at this Emergent Ultimatum list and see what it's all about. First things first, we have Heartless Act at the top of this list. And this is just so we can buy some time early in the game. Nothing real surprising there. Valky, God of Lies. This one we're playing for two reasons. One, we do have a way we can actually get land and cast it. So that's not the worst thing if we want to cast it for 7. Early, we can keep a creature out of opponent's hand. And we do have tons of mana, so even if we just take something, we can turn it into whatever we take. But playing it from hand is pretty strong in this deck. So it's a thing we can do. Tangleflorahedron doubles his mana, but if we just need a creature to block with or whatever, it's possible. We're playing Balaged Recovery, which lets us get some of these cards back after they die or if we lose a Planeswalker or whatever. But again, it doubles his land in case we need it, because we are needing a lot of mana in this deck. 4 Cultivates, 4 Binding of the Old Gods, 1 Elder Gargaroth, 1 Vivian, a bunch of 1s, because these are a lot of things we could search for with our ultimatums. Burning Rune Demon, which actually came in pretty good in the one game we played with this, just testing it, so that's pretty sweet. I'm a big fan of this card in here, especially since we have so many random one-of answers we can go get. 1 Massacre Worm, 1 Kogla, mostly to destroy artifacts or enchantments if we need it outside of Binding of the Old Gods. Monster, we have a Vorinclex. I don't know how good Vorinclex is in here. It does give us a haste creature that if we need to find one late, just to get some damage in, so I'm okay with that. 1 Garrett Cursed Huntsman, 1 Alduin, and this is mostly to try to like close the game, right? Just get the extra turns and then finish it when you have your one of your big hitters on the table. 1 Cure Best of Sea Gods, 1 Seagate Restoration, 1 Coma, just to keep getting 3 3s, which is pretty good. 4 Emergent Ultimatums, and 1 Ugin. The only thing I'll say is we don't have that many basics. We've got 6 basics. And we do have 4 Cultivates and 3 Fabled Passage, so it is possible we can get into some situations where our Fabled Passages aren't necessarily doing a whole lot. Matter of fact, let's do this, and let's just add a Swamp is probably better. Let's do that. I just have the 1 Ketria Triumph, just in the weird situations that we can use Binding of the Old Gods to go pull this out, since it does count as a forest, island, mountain. And then we can actually play the Tybalt, the backside of the Vargoth or whatever. Valky, sorry. Vargoth is the other legend out of the set. But this at least lets us play it more reliably. That's the only reason I'm splitting those. But otherwise, we're just going to try as it. Just do some crazy things and see if they hit. I mean, we have enough removal to buy time. We're just going to see if it works. Let's go hop back into the arena. Okay, we've got basically 4 land plus Cultivates here, but we're playing against Yorion. I'm going to keep. Alright, Charming Prince. So this looks like the old version. I haven't seen this in a while. I mean, I guess I'll go get another forest just so I have that handled for the time being. Alright, that's reasonable, I suppose. Actually, cancel that. Let's just pass. Let's see what the opponent does here first. Oh, Visionary. Prince is worse. But Visionary is both cards and mana later. So we'll deal with one thing at a time. We'll do what we can do. Alright, that's not a bad pickup here. We'll go get the island and another swamp. We'll put the island in. Alright, so now we get the option of being able to cast Cultivate and Heartless Act next turn, or Vivian if we feel the need to. So I'm kind of okay with all that. Ooh, or a Kogla the following turn. That's also nice. The opponent could also tap. I don't know if they'd give up a land, though. I think they're just going to try to Elspeth Conquers Death on this, I would think. Unless they already have a Yorion in hand, then they could just be going for value. Which, if so, we're going to have to get creative with Kogla. But, alright. Oh, actually, we won't have the mana for Kogla. Oh, I just messed up. Okay, well, we know it's on top, so that helps. That was about to be really bad, actually. Forgot I needed 3 green. Alright.
I'd like you to meet.
Well, here, if they have an ECD, they get rid of Vivian, but we still get to block something, so it kind of kills their attack for a bit. Then that gives us a little bit of room to set something up, so we're okay with that.
I'll survive.
We could also just Vorinclex here. Then their ECDs don't do anything moving forward, so that's kind of cool. I wouldn't hate that too much. Well, we're going to need this on green at some point, I think. So let's rock and roll with this. I mean, if their only other removal for a Vorinclex is an Elspeth Conquers Death, it actually does nothing here, because it won't ever get a counter. So they'll have to kill Vorinclex first, which is nice. Alright, so they're putting Yorion in hand. So that's good, actually. That's good for us this turn. They had a second Charming Prince. That is not good. Yeah, I wanted to be able to kill off both Charming Princes. Or kill Charming Prince and possibly the Yorion, but we're not going to get that opportunity, unfortunately. Though this is kind of nice. So I think this is the plan here. Because if they block in any way, that would kill a Charming Prince. That's actually beneficial to us. Alright, so opponent's just going to take it all. What happens here? I'm just trying to think, like, what's the worst thing that happens here? I mean, is the opponent going to sweep the board? That doesn't do much. I mean, they could get a land back if they're going to pay 5. Like, do we care? Alright, I'm just going to do this, I guess. I mean, they're going to get to untap them. They're going to come back or whatever, but I mean, I guess I could have waited. But if the opponent has a sweeper or something, that's more beneficial for us, so we're kind of enticing them to do it. Unfortunately, this doesn't have trample or anything, it's just hexproof. Alright, so they're just going to go for max value on a Yorion. Get their team untapped. Okay, if we get an untapped land here, we might be okay. Because these all come back. The ECD doesn't do anything. I don't even know if they want to blink anything out. Yeah, I was going to say. So yeah, we're just going to attack with all of it. I mean, they're getting free scries. That is the downside to Vorinclex. They left it on top, which is a particularly interesting thing. Why would you do that? Is this the opponent's way of saying they don't have a sweeper? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. They're going to lose everything. So maybe they do have a sweeper. All right. I'm fine with that. I mean, they're at 5. I'm not sure where their extra value is going to come from here. Going to go ahead and play this. All right. I mean, if necessary, we can kill Charming Prince. We're not worried about a man-land stopping us here. Yorion gets in for 4 in the air. Vorinclex tramples. Alright, you're gonna Banishing Lights. Okay. On board, sure. I mean, currently the only thing they can ECD is their own creature. Alright, so I have to find a point of damage somewhere. Or a second kill card. To go along with Kogla, which is a high order to ask. Or actually, no, if we get something that destroys the Banishing Light as well. Okay, so we have a bunch of outs. There we go. That'll do it. I was like, there was a bunch of things. Yep, good game. Ooh, ho, 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 ho. Here we go. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and get, I guess, a forest. Oh, weird. Though, that being said, I have seen a couple of versions with... they got rid of one of our ultimatums. With Grixis rogues. That's been a thing I've seen pop up on the ladder recently. Not sure why, but it's definitely a thing I've seen. Oh, no Heartless Act deck? That would have been a nice little help. But no. Alright, maybe they'll spend some mana to kill our Florahedron. I would not be too sad about that, let me tell you. Alright, cool. Now we need one of those Heartless Acts. Deck, I don't think you're hearing me. It's like I'm speaking, but you're not listening. Alright, well, we're going to have a giant in the way. Which I guess we can Binding of the Old God. Man, they're getting all of our good things to hit, sadly. Ugh. Alright. And this gets us green, black. Alright, we're going to bind. Get rid of the Ruin Crab, buy us some time. We can take a couple of hits from the Bone Crusher unless they have like Embercleave or something. But even if they have Embercleave, we take one big hit and then we just get to kill the giants. That's fine too, I guess. Not the end of the world. Nope, they are sitting on counters. As they should, though. I probably would do the same. Sure, we'll snag this. Yeah, why not? There's no way this resolves, right? Either it's going to resolve and get killed, or it's just going to get countered outright. But I assume they'll just kill it, because then we can counter... They're going to counter the Emergent Ultimatum. Soulseer and another Bone Crusher Giant? Nope. Alright, okay, that actually worked out great. Because that means they don't have a counter, if they were willing to just waste a Soulseer and give up a creature. And we've got Ultimatum mana, so even if the first one gets countered, that's not the worst thing for us. Well, alright. Okay, that's what we thought. Let's get... I guess we can get a bunch of stuff that's hard for them to deal with. Oh, did we lose both? Oh, we already lost our Valkyries. Alright, well, that being the case, let's get Kiora Bessa Sea God. Let's get Vivian. Oh, do we flip the Garrick too? Man, those were some sick mills. Dang. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Wait. Choose one. What to choose? Auron's Epiphany. And yeah, let's do that. We'll see what the opponent chooses. Because we have another ultimatum anyway. Alright, so we get those two. Seems fine. Alright, they gave up. Don't know what I think about this. Is why I kind of paused. It's an interesting hand. Oh, alright. So are they just playing traditional control stuff here? Might mean this Valky's not going to have anything good to even go get. That's going to be a sad time, but we'll see. Let's see what you're doing over there, opponent. Not much, it looks like. Not much is the answer. Okay. I mean, I don't know. They may play something to steal the Florahedron. We play this next turn, get the Florahedron back, and then we're at 5 mana setting up for our 6th mana. So, like, I don't know. Alright, so this means they have likely a negate or something. I think we're still going to be a ways away from this, from the look of our hands. Let's just try this now. Alright, we at least get to see their hand now. Interesting. So we got Nico Revitalize, Ugin, Saw It Coming. Alright. Well, now we know some things. Opponent doesn't have a sweeper or anything in hand, so that's good. If they try to get... Well, they're not going to get crafty with Nico Eris here. That's not going to be a thing. So we're probably just going to Revitalize and draw. If I were guessing. They have mana, so they can set a Saw It Coming aside to cast next turn. Alright, we'll see where this goes. We're probably just going to have to wait for them to tap to try to get one of their Planeswalkers down and use this, but not much else. We could possibly bait a counter with this. That might be our only other real play there. Carlos, hey, welcome. Okay, they're just going to pass? That feels very, very odd. Okay, we're going to attack, I guess. I need to find another blue land if I'm going to try to cast Coma. Yeah, I'm not, I mean, Revitalize, draw a card, I guess. I mean, I'm a blue land short of doing anything I want to do right now. And a blue and a black if I want to cast the Emergent Ultimatum. So, lands did not come up right this time, and we didn't get Cultivates or anything to kind of assist that. So if the opponent has a sweeper here, we're not in great shape. Okay, that kind of helps. I mean, I guess we do it. We know they have a Saw It coming, but they just don't play anything else this turn. So that's fine. I did this before the attack, so, like, maybe if they were trying to get us with a Jurari Disruption or something, we'll be alright. Doubt that's what they're doing, though. They're just going to counter this. Or maybe they don't. I don't know. Maybe they have some other plans. They figure they can take the damage for a turn or two and leave up a Saw It coming for next turn. Alright. Now let's see what they do. Now if they don't have a Saw It coming, are they inclined to start tapping mana? That's what I need to know. I want to get this down. I want to get Coma on the field. I mean, if we can get the Coma, it'd be great. That'd be great, great, great. I think the tough question becomes like, well, they won't even Nico Eris here because it's only for 2 shards. That's probably not what they want. 2, 4, 6. So they're 2 turns away from playing an Ugin. Though currently they can tap enough to make a 1/1 and block one of our creatures, which is relevant. Don't want to knock that. Alright, so now we have Ultimatum on board. Alright, well, here's what we're going to do now. Attack? Nope, they're not even doing that. Well, then I'm going to wait on the Ultimatum, and I'm just going to play a Coma. I mean, they have a counter, they have a counter. Oh, they didn't. Also, very creepy animation. Something to bounce it? Nope. Alright, so we're going to make a Serpent. Okay. Not sure what you're doing, opponent. I'm definitely confused here. I should have a card where target player discards their hand or something is what I should have here. I think now we do try to cast Ultimatum. Oh, well now for sure since we have a backup one. And then I think here we're going to try to get Vorinclex as one of the cards. We could Valky. That wouldn't be bad either. Vorinclex is for sure going to be one. We could always Burning Rune Demon to make sure we could set up a backup play. And then I don't even know if we want Valky. Let's go Cure Best of Sea God. See what the opponent decides to give us. Alright, so we're putting Cure Best of Sea Gods back in. We will cast both of these. I guess a Cure Best of Sea God. And an Ugin. So even if they play their Ugin, I was going to say, yeah, that would just be just as bad for them. They don't know we have a Binding of the Old Gods already. Anyway, though. We'll get in there with all that damage. And then their Ugin's going to come in with only 4 counters. So we're not afraid of Ugin. They're going to have to sweep the board, I suppose. And then we play Cure Best of Sea God, I guess. Yep. Oh, with 3 counters. Sorry.
Consider the consequences of your freedom.
Yep. It's Vorinclex, their opponent, with Ugin. There you go. So as dumb as this deck is, it finds ways to win. Alright, so we got lucky. This was actually better than I anticipated it was going to be. I will say, there's a lot of tough decisions to be made, and we did update the deck just a little bit. I think we added a card, and we actually might just be at 61 cards. So anyway, the downloaded list will be slightly different than this list, but it's pretty close. We're going to keep it pretty close to what you saw in the video. No major changes this time. And it really held up against a lot of tough decks. The one thing I would say is if you're still running into a lot of Mill and Rogues, probably not the deck you want to play. I'm pretty sure it's definitely weak to those, but pretty solid against other stuff. So, you know, we'll take it. I mean, if it's good against other things, sure, why not? Like, there are a lot of decisions that are tough. So if you like interesting, fun puzzles and decisions, maybe this is the deck for you. As for our card spotlight today, we're going to talk about Grove of the Burn Willows. And there's not a lot that people don't know about this card. The interesting thing is, though, until I believe it was Brian Kibler played this in a deck in Pro Tour Austin several years ago, nobody really gave this a second thought or had any real value attached to it. Then magically overnight, it was like this $30 land, which is so crazy. Now, you know, it's been reprinted and the prices come down to something manageable, but it's just kind of interesting how you can have these cards that exist for years. Even when a new card shows up that it works with, some people just don't put it together, but then when the right person or group does, magically you have a gold mine. Just how magic works. It's kind of weird like that sometimes. Anyway, if you haven't, please remember to like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Once again, that helps me out and helps you out. Also, don't forget that if you want this deck list, or you want links to my morning Facebook streams, my evening Twitch streams, or you want to just come follow me over on Twitter, all those links are in the description below. Also, where you can find links for TCGPlayer and Amazon if you're shopping there. Please follow one of those links. If you do, I'll get a little kickback if you go shopping there within 24 hours of clicking on it. You don't have to spend any money you're not already spending, and you still help the channel out. And don't forget, we have some 10K by the Once shirts over on our merchandise page. Links below if you want to snag one. They're only going to be up for probably another 3 or 4 weeks. But that's all I have for you for now. We will see you next time.